Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 3 of the Very BN Gamecast. It is October 18th, and I don't have a job anymore. How's everyone doing?
What year is it?
Wait, what?
I don't have a job.
I didn't know that. You didn't tell us that just before the podcast.
Not at all. Welcome, everybody.
I'm unemployed. Joining me today, of course, myself, Cody, go by Perpetually Awake on social media. We have Baco. What's going on, Baco?
Pasta la vista.
We have Daiachi John. What's up, John?
Hello.
Mr. Zeldis. Jason, what's going on?
Yeah, it's me. I go by Perpetually Awake on Twitter.
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
nice.
I knew it.
And Reddit.
Oh, shit.
And then we've got
And Craigslist.
Keel is also here, even though everyone won't let him make his own intro. What's up, Keel?
Yeah, not much.
All right. Well,
So where are you on Craigslist?
Perpetually Awake under
You can find me. You know.
sexual content, maybe?
Craigslist.
Yes. Okay.
There was one thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, and it was that
hookups.
they actually shut that down on Craigslist. They shut
They
down
did,
all those
didn't they?
sections. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they shut down misconnections, so you can't find out if some random girl was crushing on you or some random
Dang
dude.
it. I used it too much, too. Damn. That's okay.
So yeah, we've got a nice little bonus thing that I was going to mention to you guys because we don't have a lot of news this week. But before we begin, I was looking at our iTunes feed and we have a review.
What?
I don't
Tell
know.
me
I'm gonna post it so we can.
We have 4 stars, which is one for everyone except John.
Oh, shit.
4 stars out of 100.
Wait. Did they post anything like?
Yes, they actually have some
oh my god.
stuff. So
Nice. Yeah, I would.
the username is I'm Out O Slayer or Emoto Slayer. I don't know how you say it, but it says
Nice.
I really
Oh my
enjoyed the
gosh.
first episode of the Comcast because we
Wait.
talked about
Wait,
we called it Comcast in the
Thanks
first
to me.
one.
What? Did we call it Comcast?
Yeah, I
Yes, I
fucked
did.
up at the end, and I was like, "Oh, good Comcast, guys," and then it was
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So he actually has a question here, so I figured we'd do this real quick.
Sure.
It says, what other games would you guys like to see for the Switch's online services? I'd personally like to see it succeed and push up to SNES game era to get Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Battletoad Double Dragon.
No,
Can't wait
that's
for the
dumb.
next episode.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I can't believe you bring
Wait.
that up.
Well, sorry I brought up the review.
No,
Maybe-
I actually like those games, and I feel like they should be on there.
Maybe he wouldn't have roasted him if he gave us 5 stars. But
Wait.
anyway,
Wait, Emoto Slayer. Are you serious?
I need to know what this game is.
It's like younger sister Slayer.
oh shit,
Nice.
that's
Excuse me.
okay. Good name. Good name.
Alright,
Anyway, to seriously answer the question, yeah, I would like to see it go up to SNES. I think that would probably be pretty easy for them to get online multiplayer working. I don't know, maybe they could do N64 at some point, but I think since they're going to do an N64 mini, inevitably that probably won't happen, but we'll see.
Oh wait, didn't they announce like the N64 thing was like a leak or?
There's like been some like leaks going around about it. Who knows if it's real or not? It's kind of like the leaks that say like Ken is going to be in Smash. Like,
He is in Smash.
Like, cause they had
it's like it very well could be real, but it
But
probably
didn't they
isn't, but it
they filed the
probably could
patent? The
happen at
patent's
some point.
real. The patent's real.
I think they patented either the name or like the controller design again not too long ago. So
Oh, okay.
but yeah, personally, SNES games would be dope. I would really like to play like Secret of Mana with online multiplayer. That would be like a dream, and not the bad remake. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah,
So-
that would be cool. I mean, although I hope they kind of fix the multiplayer, the online multiplayer. That's kind of
Yeah, it works decent for NES games, and I think it would work better for something like that's not like a platformer where you need the precision as much. But like an RPG, I could see it working pretty good.
yeah. Like definitely put SNES games on there. That would be amazing.
Yeah, like if we could play like I don't know Contra 3 or something online, I would be super
like,
down.
Yeah,
So.
NES games are okay, but not like I want to play like Super Mario World. That would be really fun.
Yeah,
Multiplayer.
definitely. So
Okay.
thank you, Emoto Slayer. R.I.P. the little sisters of the world. All right. We don't have much for news to talk about this week. The one thing I did kind of read today that just came out that I think might be kind of interesting is because we've been talking about Pokemon a lot lately. The new Pokemon Let's Go has a pretty beefy end game, apparently. They have said that there's trainers in the game called Master Trainers. There are 151 Master Trainers. You have to train their respective Pokemon, go challenge them, and beat them to earn the title of
With the same
Master.
Pokemon?
Yes.
And you're a master of that Pokemon?
Yes, you will. If you beat them, you will be declared like the Charmander Master or the Pikachu Master.
Can you be a master of multiple Pokemon?
Yes.
Here's the real question.
I believe it's called Pokemon Master for a
like
reason.
that idea, but
Here's the real question, though.
Yeah?
Okay.
Can you be a masturbator?
You
I don't know.
Game,
Have they
so of course.
Is there a baiter
confirmed the fishing rod yet? You might be able to be a masturbator.
I'm getting some serious, like, you ever play Pokemon Coliseum for the GameCube?
Yeah,
that, like, Master Tower or whatever, and you had to, like, fight 100
Or like
trainers in a row. You could not fail.
Yeah, or like
something like that.
what was it, like the old gauntlets in like Pokemon Stadium where you had to like beat like the higher like high level trainers like the Elite Four and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but in that game you don't fight other Pokemon to level up.
That's what I'm
How
wondering.
How are you gonna level your Pokemon?
How are you gonna level your Pokemon up?
That makes no sense to me.
What, you don't level your Pokemon?
You battle trainers.
You battle trainers. So like, well, John, they probably will have like, you know, like what's the item that you can use to like rebattle
XP
people?
share, of course, but
no, like the one you can use to rebattle people.
Phone call.
Yeah, like whatever it is. They'll probably have one of those.
Navigator. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but they might have one of those. So I'm thinking, I don't know. We'll see.
The concept is cool.
The other thing I don't know is how the fuck you would be a Ditto Master, because it would just be them transforming back and forth until the end of time. But
oh my gosh, you're right.
So
or like an Abra Master. I mean, that could be a thing. But
how do you get
the other cool thing it says is that like they're gonna have like special moves that are designed to make it harder. So like I forget what the example was. Like I think it was like a water or like a what was Charizard's? I think it was like Charizard and he had like Thunder Punch or something, and because Charizard's a flying type, it would make it more difficult. So like they'll have like moves with certain type advantages apparently. So is Charizard a flying type in Gen 1? I don't even remember. Fuck.
No.
He's not.
No,
yeah, so that can't be it.
It's just straight dragon fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's not a dragon.
Wait, no, yeah, he might actually not have dragon.
He's not.
Was that the thing? No, he was never a dragon.
I'm not claiming to be a Pokemon expert.
You're an idiot.
We're getting like
I gotta look this up now.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
We're getting like angry viewers.
Wait, we need Bulbapedia.
Stupid old people don't know shit
It's like
about
fighting
Charizard.
and no. What? Oh, never mind. Yeah, fucking what the hell? Fire and flying. But he's not a dragon. That's what it was.
He's not.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not.
He's never a dragon.
No.
Yeah.
Not until the last.
I knew it was like one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. The idea for that sounds pretty cool, but I don't know how you'll level your Pokemon because like the wild, like you can't grind in the wild.
The wild sucks. And you can get all the starters on that, I think. So
yeah, probably. I mean, I
saw
the
trailer had it.
I would hope it's relatively easy to get 151 Pokemon because I would like to. But yeah,
Probably not gonna buy it.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'll probably buy it. I'll let you know my impressions.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that's a piece of news. Any other news that anyone can think of that you'd like to talk about?
I believe somebody mentioned something about Applebee's.
Yeah. According to our sheet here, which is our outline for each episode, someone has written in to talk about Splenda brand sweetener is returning to Applebee's and IHOP.
Yeah, who wrote that? Anyways.
All right, moving on.
No. Can I know this isn't video games, but
no, go on.
Is this actually real?
Yeah, no, I think Applebee's is dying. I guarantee you in the next few months they're going to be out of business because I went there last time. There was no one there last time I went.
What time of day did you go?
I went at like 4.
Yeah, see, you
Later
gotta wait
than
till you gotta wait till like 7, and then like their bar opens, and then like all the fucking like
They're open really late.
low class
I
drunks
guess,
come
but
in.
like I went there. There's like 5 people there. I order a burger. They got it wrong. How?
It just sounds like Applebee's.
They gave it to me for free, and it was cool and all, but like everything they have there tastes like they microwave it. So I don't.
So it's just like at home. It's a home setting. Okay.
I'll just pay cheaper then. I don't. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I hate Applebee's.
Oh,
I got
good.
I got something I wanted to mention to you, Jason, just because I think you're the only one that I ever told. Like I pre-ordered this game, but you remember that the Genesis like homebrew called Paprium that Watermelon Games was doing? That's like that beat 'em up or whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
So like literally, I have not gotten like an email update for like years since I pre-ordered it, right?
Yeah,
and like everyone was like, you know, what the hell's going on with this thing, blah blah blah. And so here's the fucking email that they sent out earlier this week. So it's it's October 8th, so last week. But it says, "Dear English readers, on the 27th of October 2018, we're having a party in Paris, France.
Oh.
Let's celebrate Sega Genesis Mega Drive 30th anniversary, and we're going to release Paprium. We understand this is a long trip, but if by any chance you're around at that time, you're of course very welcome to join us."
Oh, hey, I'm in the neighborhood then.
Party starts at 19 o'clock p.m. for some talk with Watermelon and some 16-bit fun, and then turns into electro music feast from 11 p.m. until 6 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
The event is free, but booking is required in advance. P.S. We're working hard to ensure you receive your games around that time, but we can't guarantee it at the moment. You'll receive another email shortly to confirm your shipping address. I have not gotten that email yet.
Oh.
So we'll see about that, but...
Wow.
It was that was just kind of out of the blue. We'll see if it actually happens, you know. I just kind of plopped down some money on it because I like beat 'em ups and I like the Genesis, and it's bound to become kind of collectible if it ever actually comes out. So
yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right. So since we are really light on news this week, we were going to discuss, since it is midway through October and this is the last episode we will record before Halloween, we're going to talk about some Halloween stuff. So as far as it relates to video games, does anyone have any good like Halloween related games or like memories that they would like to talk about?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, you're in the back.
Alright, how about this?
Pick me!
What is the scariest video game you've ever played?
Oh, hands down, LSD.
LSD Dream Emulator. Thank you. I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah,
that was horrifying the first time you had me play that game.
LSD Dream Emulator was fucking...
it was a
trip. Like at first it wasn't that bad, but like the more you play it, the more fucked up it gets. Like the later dates that you get.
It's frustrating too because you don't know if you're progressing, and it's just so different because like you go into another area and it's like it changes, and
there's like the fucking spooky
progress.
Shadow Boy that like resets your day.
Yeah, I'm one for jump scares, and you don't know when it's coming, and it's a shitty PS1 game, so shit just pops up, and you're like, oh.
John, I think honestly the most unsettling fucking thing that we experienced in that game wasn't like even like one of the actual game segments, but like it was like there was just, I don't know, we'd probably been playing it for like 20 in-game days or something, and then the fucking day counter went to the next day, and it just booted this fucking video of an Asian kid sitting at a table eating sausages.
I remember that, but like it booted different videos, you know.
And like it just started fucking like eating this sausage while he was staring at the camera, and it was like really unsettling for some.
It was meant to it. It was scary.
It was like, what the fuck is this game?
I don't even think it was meant to be a horror game. It was a game based off some dude's dreams piled into a game.
It's based off a dream diary, and that's why it's called like a lovely sweet dream emulator or something.
Great idea for a game concept.
I like how that's an acronym for LSD though.
They had to have done that on purpose, you know.
Absolutely. So
okay, so my scariest game experience was, it wasn't like when I was like really young or anything. I was probably like 18 or something. But I had like just got done like letter bombing my Wii, right? and
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
just downloading games that people were recommended, and I had downloaded just this random Japanese game, and that people were recommending, right? And I was like, I was just playing it with my brother, and I didn't realize at the time, but I was playing Fatal Frame.
Nice.
But it's in Japanese, and it's
Right.
just like you don't know what the text is going on. You don't know anything, right? And then all of a sudden, like just this ghost with like a severed head that's like just like broken is chasing you down. And in that game, you have to use the camera, and you have to like look right at the ghost and take pictures of it in order to like actually damage it. So there's no getting away from that.
Yeah, me and Baco, there was one day when we were hanging out with, I think, Beth and Zach, and like we were playing, after they left, we were playing Fatal Frame, and I was like a little bit drunk, and it was really, yeah, I think we talked about it, but it was like really fucking fun. Like I enjoyed that day. That was fun,
Right.
Baco.
Well, it's a fun game,
Fatal
but like
Frame's good.
it was in Japanese, so I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
so I'm just
so
sitting
like,
there
yeah.
with this ghost chasing me down, running around. What do I do? What do I do? You know? Like,
Yeah, take a picture.
so
It looks
yeah.
good.
It's Pokemon Snap, but with spirits from the damned. Like
It was pretty great. I had fun with that.
Fatal Frame's good. That's a solid
For
one.
sure. Oh, there's also the really, really great. I just want to mention this as a side note, but there's like a really great game. I think it's called The Calling or something, but it's also for the Wii. And like the ghosts like call the Wii remote, and they like talk to you
nice. Like
through
in
the
the
Wii
speaker?
remote. Yeah, and you know how distorted that speaker is, so it's perfect.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
brilliant for a Wii game.
Yeah, like a lot of the
But-
times that was just like gimmicky shit, but sometimes it was pretty cool what they did with that speaker.
Yeah. But that's it.
This isn't like a super scary game or anything, but I always like to play Luigi's Mansion around this time of year. Because like I usually play through that game like once a year. I thought
really
about buying the
short.
3DS port, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion, Castlevania is a good one for this time of year. You know, just like gothic theme, especially with October 26th, the season for Castlevania's anime is coming out. It's season 2.
Yeah.
And I think
That's so
we're
good.
all very excited about that. So
For what now?
The Castlevania season 2.
Oh yeah.
Heck
I have to
yeah.
go house sit my friend's house that week, and that's all I plan on doing that day. Just enjoying that.
Nice. I dig it.
I remember describing that show to somebody. Like the first scene is like he sees a baby get eaten by a demon, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food."
That reminds me of that. Our buddy Dallin talked about that demon scary game that was like he wanted to buy it. I can't even think of it. Top of my head.
Bob the Builder.
No, I had like you were in here, weren't you, Baco? It was Late Night with Joe. He showed that like that Satanish demon. Like you are a demon and you're going around killing other people from hell.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that game ended up being garbage.
Oh, absolutely, but it was horrifying. Like all the images that they couldn't actually show, they had to
Yeah,
remove
what
from
was
the
that
game.
game called?
Oh, dude, I couldn't give you a name. Oh,
Yeah,
I
this
don't-
is like the women had like the female anatomy for a face.
yeah, absolutely. And like they, oh, man,
Horrifying.
that I couldn't even play it. That's how scary it looked. I was
I like how
like,
that's like horrifying, but if it was a dude with like a penis for a face, I'd laugh
Like
my
the
ass
fucking-
off. Yeah.
like the
like
fucking
the Mara.
Yeah,
from,
I was just gonna say the
yeah,
Mara from
Persona. Oh,
in
yeah, sorry.
Persona.
Is it in Persona? It's
I
probably
think it's in Persona.
Yeah,
The
it
one
is.
that's just a giant dong.
Yeah, no, it's
Yep.
great. It's a dong
It's
in a
funny,
wheelchair, kind of chariot thing. Yeah, it's good. There's a statue of that. I took a picture of it. I saw it in Japan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, shout outs to all the games that are based off creepypastas.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fucking, like what? Like the
Pokemon
Pokemon.
Black.
Yeah,
Pokemon
Pokemon
Black,
Black
dude.
version, and then there's like there's like a silver one too. I forget what it's called, but like you get like all these unknowns in your trainer
Yeah.
thing that says like get out or something, and it's
Yeah,
like
that's so good.
it's pretty funny.
I love that.
You guys ever hear of fucking Petscop?
Mm,
Which
no.
is so that was a rabbit hole I went down one day. Petscop is like this weird YouTube video series that's like a creepypasta based on like the concept is like it's apparently quote unquote a beta PS1 game that like never got released, And so like it's a video series of like this kid that's like playing through the game, and like it goes from like I don't know like a semi happy like Pokemon clone into like some like demonic shit or whatever, and like it's not a real game, but whoever made that shit like really went out of their way to make it interesting. So that's a thing. If you get bored later, go look up Pets Cop, like Pets Cop, all one word, and then just like watch some of that, because like it's just like it's a rabbit hole you can go down for a couple hours.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Oh man, yeah. You're reminding me of I think there was this other game that people like it probably never existed, but have you ever heard of like Kill Switch or whatever?
Yeah.
Where like
so.
supposedly it was a game that you played and it just deleted itself or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Whenever
or like,
anybody played it.
Or like
Jeez.
fucking Polybius, like you know about Polybius, like it's like it's like this quote
I think we all watched the AVGN about it.
Yeah, it's like an 80s arcade game that like might not actually exist, but like people like seem to think it was.
Oh yeah, for
out
sure.
there. And like each person remembers it differently, but some of them like die after they play it or something.
It was made by Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith.
Yes.
Oh man.
So let's go way back and think here. Video game stuff here for Halloween. Had any of you ever like remember your trick or treating times of being a video game character? Any of you?
Oh,
I want to know.
Yes, I do. Mr. Chief.
I feel. Oh, you did Master Chief. Nice.
Yeah.
John
back half was
John
missing,
fucking-
but the front half was all full.
John fucking wore a Master Chief costume to like his prom or some shit.
I
didn't
did.
you?
I had done that. Yeah, I bought a full costume.
No,
Yes,
you
I
didn't.
did.
No,
yes, I did. I'll get
I
you the
don't remember
Facebook
that.
thing here. Hold
Yeah,
on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the last time
No,
I dressed up
I
for
remember
that.
it because like when we like helped him move once, it was just in this drawer.
He's like,
I'm like, what the fuck is this doing in here?
I can explain.
It was in the bedroom.
Yes.
right next to some lube and a
Master
tie.
Chief, you
A
know.
tie,
Gotta fight
tie
some
with a
aliens.
loop through it. Make
With
it
some
fit in
lube,
neck.
you know. The women dig that shit, bro.
I'm trying to think, like I don't remember like a lot of the
I
Halloween
always wanted to be
costumes I
like,
did.
you know, Mario or Pikachu or something. You know, this is my 12-year-old self here. And everything was popular for that, and I was like, but my dad, you know, you're gonna be an alien or you're gonna be something scary, and I'm like, nah, I want to be something cool, you know, video game related.
I remember when like I was that age, like the scariest thing to me was fucking Voldemort from Harry Potter. So I went as Voldemort. From Harry
Seriously?
Oh my
Potter.
gosh.
Yes.
Heck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
What a nerd.
It was like before. It was like before the fucking like movie Voldemort even existed too. So like I think it was just like me wearing like a fucking hooded black cloak and you couldn't see my face or something.
Oh, you were just emo.
Like
Yeah.
you were the
The guy playing
But
another
no,
guy.
like, it's funny because I do remember that specifically because like the magic wand I had with that costume was really cool and I like lost it and I was like so upset. And like my dad, my dad's the real MVP. He literally went out and like he found this corner that we like sat down on and it was right there and he found it and brought it back.
Heck yeah.
So shout outs to my dad.
So you're also like Emperor Palpatine? Is that kind of what
Yes,
you're
basically, actually, you're right. That's basically fucking it. Basically.
So my scariest Halloween thing. It's not really a story.
Oh
I wish I had a story.
John posted that picture of him in the Master Chief outfit.
Oh my goodness!
2008.
Who did you go with?
That lady.
Who is this lady that you went with?
John, John, I had the same like helmet, but mine had like more styrofoam on it. So
Yeah.
like it had some armor, but it was just the front. The whole back was black.
That's awesome. Yeah, I went with some chick named Allison. Anyways, it was funny.
Nice.
Anyways, Jason, you were saying? Yeah, Jason, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say, I was really excited to get my costume, right? And I think we bought it on eBay or something.
Mhm.
And like, yeah, we used eBay back then, but
Yeah.
I wanted to go as like a fat Scotsman, right? That was my costume.
Like fat bastard.
Yes, my favorite video game protagonist.
What's Scotsman? Hold on, was it like Fat Bastard from Austin Powers?
Please?
I think so. It's something like that.
Awesome.
But
I ate a baby.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, so like, but the thing is, it used like this fan mechanism to like blow it up, right? And it didn't work.
God.
So instead of being a fat Scotsman, I was like,
like you're like a weight loss Scotsman where all the skin was like fucking like all the skin was like fucking loose and shit.
Did it drag? Like you had like an extra clothing on because everything was
I was so disappointed because I loved the costume, but it didn't work.
I remember the dumbest costume I had. It was in like second grade. Like, for some reason, I had a fucking costume where I was just a hamburger, and I fucking hated it.
Dude,
I fucking hated it. Like everyone's like, "Oh, it's a
awesome.
hamburger. I want to eat him," and like I was like getting so pissed when I was just like a little kid. Like, nobody gonna fucking eat me.
Baco, when did your brother buy Scorpion for his
Oh,
costume?
dude, that was like
Joe, if anyone remembers from episode 2, our friend Joe, he was fucking Scorpion. He had like a Scorpion costume from Mortal Kombat for the longest time.
He was,
And I
he was
remember,
for college.
I remember, like
high school.
I remember like he had it even when he went when he was at Burger King because like there's pictures of him, there's like pictures of him wearing it at Burger King.
That's awesome.
he's not here right now, but there is a story about him going to like his first college party dress. It was Halloween, and he was Scorpion. And he went and like he already didn't have high impressions of the parties, like that
Right.
they throw. He showed up there, and the one guy there goes, "Are you supposed to be a Power Ranger?"
Get it.
Oh,
Like, I thought you were gonna say like, "Oh, hey, it's Sub-Zero."
Was that it? I don't remember. I know the guy was like blasted. I don't know what he was doing. Probably everything.
That's
But,
awesome, man.
That's fucking hilarious.
but no, he built that. He went to multiple garage sales. And
Nice.
he found different pieces. Somehow in his mind, he was like, "I should buy this." And it just ended up being Scorpion.
That's awesome.
Your brother is like the thrift store garage sale wizard out of
He
all of
was.
us. So.
He doesn't do it anymore.
Well, he's got money now.
And he still doesn't buy anything.
It's true. Don't bullshit me. He's been buying Dreamcast games left and right.
Yeah.
But
He's spending lots of
I
money.
guarantee you that's it.
I still like that our adult selves are still dressing up for our annual video game anime / conventions, which have to.
You guys don't dress up.
We used to.
We did. I'd like to, but it's more expensive. Yeah.
John.
Put the right
John's got the Tom Nook outfit. He can bust it out whenever he wants
I
to.
can bust out the Tom Nook outfit, and Baco, you should keep yours in the closet as usual. You're just kind of scaring a lot of people. But,
his nemesis was really good though.
It was.
I didn't see the nemesis. You should bring that this year.
I'm going to.
But it's nice that
God
during
damn it.
Halloween.
I gotta fucking tell people they give you high fives again when he can't hear you.
They were so mad at me, and it's like I can't see you.
Shit. Like John, I don't remember if you were.
I wasn't there. So
Baco's like in this nemesis outfit from Resident Evil, and like he's got this mask on, right? And he can barely fucking see, and he's like he can't hear shit. So it's already hard as fuck to like guide him around. And we took him in the game room where they were doing like literally right when they were doing Marvel Infinite bracket. So like people were like there's this one guy that just turns around and he's like, "Damn, that's my." He's just like, "Oh my!" Like Baco, like I had to like guide Baco over to him to get a picture, and then like Baco, like he gets done taking the picture, and what Baco was doing was like he was like giving him the thumbs up, right? And this guy just trying to give him a high five. He holds his arm out, and Baco is just like completely oblivious to this. He can't. No, like he literally can't see it. And like it was just like one of those things where the dude just got straight up denied. He was like holding out his arm for a high five, and like Baco didn't see it at all, and then he just like tapped him on the chest and kept going.
That's awesome.
I don't remember that. No, when they were having the brackets, it's the game room. So there's like 100 people in there. They're all hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
There's no ventilation.
Absolutely.
I walk in there with a leather coat and a rubber mask. God, I was dying in there.
Hey guys, welcome to the sauna. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was fucking beautiful.
So Cody, I hear you had purchased something pretty amazing, pre-ordered. I hear. You're,
yeah.
Is
If you
that a
want to
thing?
talk
I
about,
want to talk about this.
talk about
something-
some Sega Genesis.
Wait, are we going over to recent pickups or?
Yeah, we can. Why not? If you want to.
Yeah.
We can.
Don't sound so sad. Okay.
I mean, I technically haven't got it yet, but because it's not gonna come out till April. But the Analogue, the company that has been doing a lot of the FPGA retro consoles, is making a Sega Genesis, and I think it's gonna be fucking amazing because it's the first hardware clone that actually supports a Sega CD. That's fucking ridiculous to me. Like someone made an HDMI Genesis that can play Sega CD games. You still need a Sega CD, but it has a slot for it, and that's fucking nuts.
Tell our viewers how many Genesis games you have.
Shit. Let me
Count.
Let me get the.
Give me an hour.
Let me
Give me an hour.
let me get my app out. It'll tell me.
Oh, now that's fancy.
I just updated
Who's
it.
clipping their toenails? Sorry.
It stops.
If it was me, I'd say. I'd be proud of that.
I have 311 bucks to Genesis games.
311. Jesus.
What? Only 311?
Only
Wow.
311.
I haven't owned 311 things of anything, so
And only one of them
That's
is
not
Sports
true,
Talk Baseball.
that's
Look at all
impressive.
these
Honestly. So for your case,
It
what can the system play, Cody? Not just Genesis, right?
can play Genesis. It can play Japanese Genesis. They're making adapters. The system's going to come with the Master System adapter, so I'll be able to play Master System games on it.
Sega CD too, you said, or something?
Sega CD has a slot, like it has the actual straight up expansion port, so it'll interface with a Sega CD just like a real Genesis would.
Yeah.
It's not going to support 32X at launch. They said they're going to try and see, but like that kind of makes sense because with the 32X, you have to plug a video signal from it into the system, and that's analog. So if it's going to be digital out through HDMI, I have no idea how they would make that
How
work.
they would do that. And you had said something, it's not emulation, it's hardware, right? So
Yeah,
you're not,
it's an FPGA, which I believe is Field Programmable Gate Array.
Right.
It's basically a chip that you can program or make it simulate existing chips that exist like in older hardware.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they've got it like the guy that works on these is called Kevtris. He's he's kind of like one of those like super geniuses when it comes to this kind of stuff. Because the Super Nintendo they did is like damn near perfect.
That's awesome.
And the NES one is pretty damn good too. But so it also is going to have adapters they're going to sell separately later, and you can get one for the SG-1000, which is like the really early Japanese Sega like console, and then there's the one for the Game Gear, which I'm actually pretty excited about because they'll give me an excuse to pick up some Game Gear games, and it's only going to be $10 for the adapter, so I'll definitely pick that thing up. Those probably won't work on real hardware, but
yeah.
But yeah, so it'll be a fucking HDMI Genesis that can probably output signal up to 1080p, I would imagine. So I'm pretty excited about it.
So,
yay!
What other games have you guys all picked up in these past 2 weeks? I know not a lot of shit's come out, but it's gotta be
I
something.
picked up a Game Boy Advance copy of Astro Boy.
I was there. I remember.
Don was there.
I do like that.
And I'll let the other guys go first because we gotta talk about Super Mario Party, but we'll get to that in a minute. So,
You got anything, Jason?
No, wait. No, I didn't get any new
No games a couple weeks? Okay.
No. Have
you been playing anything?
I don't know if I talked about this last time, but yeah, I installed the Xeno GC mod chip into my GameCube.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah. You didn't talk about that. What did you do? Did you do that? How'd you do it?
Well, yeah, you have to get in there and solder the Xeno GC on there. And
then you
yeah,
have to
but
probably
like I
adjust the
actually
laser,
had
right?
right, yeah, okay. So the thing is, I have 2 GameCubes. I'm not really sure. I bought the second one like a garage sale type thing.
Yeah.
And like I took all the parts that were working really well from one GameCube and put them into the other GameCube. So I kind of made like one really good GameCube
Frankenstein.
and then
That's-
one really
that's what
crappy GameCube.
That's what I love doing with like the controllers for GameCube, because we play so much Smash, everything gets worn out. So I like just swapping parts out between my controllers. So I totally get it.
Yeah. So like the disc mechanism in one of the GameCubes was super loud and like annoying. So I ended up switching that one in there, and the ports on the front of the one were like kind of iffy. Sometimes they wouldn't work, so I switched the ports out and all that good stuff.
So what does it allow you to do exactly?
So
now that you do
basically,
it?
the Geno GC allows you to play burnt discs, and like I'm not really one to like. I mean, I don't like to advertise pirating or anything.
Right.
So that's not really what I wanted it for. But there are some situations that I completely understand it for, like the Game Boy Player disc. That thing is like $40 loose because everybody loses it. Everybody.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
And
So-
you can burn the third-party Game Boy Player software too.
Right,
I like
exactly.
a mini disc, right?
The Game Boy interface is what it's
Yeah.
called, and
Really?
which is actually like 100 times better than the Game Boy Player. The Game Boy Player is like it's got this really
That
ugly. It's
bordery-
dark.
Yeah,
like
bordery
massive
looking-
it's
border
because
around it, and it's got a bunch of
because-
lag.
It's because the aspect ratio is mismatched between what basically the Game Boy interface will output it in its native resolution.
Right,
So
it
it'll look
True.
a lot better.
Yeah, it does that, but like the Game Boy Player just does everything wrong. Literally anything you think it's wrong. It's blurry. It's like you said, the aspect ratio is messed up. It got nothing right. It's got that border on it, and it's laggy. It's laggy.
Yep.
It's not a good way to play all the games that you have available.
Yeah,
at that point, because-
unless you want to just like straight up play it on your TV with an unmodded like console, like I totally get that for the people like that don't want to mod their shit, but like because like it's functional, right? It works.
It works.
But it's not the best
It's
way you
not
could be
the
playing
best.
it.
It's not even like I would rather just play it on a freaking Game Boy Advance SP or something like that.
Yeah.
It looks better that way. But so that allowed me to burn that Game Boy Player disc, which I did burn, just to test it out or whatever.
Right,
and then I burnt the Game Boy interface disc. And I also burnt it with Swiss, which Swiss is like this program that allows you to scale like the output and stuff.
Now these are only GameCube games, correct? That you can burn. You can't do like anything else that.
I mean you
there's
can
probably
burn.
there's probably like software people have made that are like emulators,
emulations and stuff.
But like,
You could probably play like MP3s off of it, or you could play like DVDs, maybe even. I don't know why you would, because the discs are like 100, like 1.4 gigabytes.
It's like it's mini discs, so
exactly. You have to buy. So that's really cool, dude, that you were able to do that. So
yeah, it's great. Also, like I wanted to mention that the Game Boy players, if you do find one in a different region or whatever, they are not region locked. The Game Boy Player itself is not region locked, but the disc is. So also, the Xeno GC allows you to play Japanese discs,
Japanese
or
games,
like imported games.
Ooh,
that's a good reason by itself.
Right. Exactly.
So Xeno GC sounds like Jason
Baco?
approves.
Yeah, definitely.
I recently bought Bridge Constructor Portal.
I see your
What is that, a
plans
bu-
right
what is
now.
that? What is that, a building game?
I'm not actually playing it.
What exactly is that game?
I was
What
going to
is
say,
it?
it must be hard to play Bridge Constructor Portal and cut your toenails at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's completely easy, super easy, barely inconvenience. Anyways, this game is a bridge simulator, like those puzzle games where you build a bridge. But it's
Sorry,
portal.
yeah.
Oh no.
Like GLaDOS narrates to you and calls you dumb.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the sassy GLaDOS.
That's cool though. Alright, so it goes in a portal aspect.
And then I just picked up, where is it? .hack sign or .hack GU.
Oh,
Rebirth.
Yeah, the .hack games.
All three of them in one. Apparently it's on
Yeah,
Steam. And I just found it and I was like, buy now.
Yeah,
There you go, dude.
20 minutes ago I bought it.
Nice.
Perfect.
That is definitely a recent game pickup.
That was recently
TM.
trademarked.
Trademarked.
Baco, did you get anything cool?
No, I haven't gotten it. Actually, I actually haven't gotten anything. I mean, I recently got Rocket Slime for the Game Boy Advance in the mail, but that's it.
Oh yeah, I remember you talked about that not too long ago.
Yeah, I already talked about that. So
I recently ordered a Neo Geo Pocket Color, but I haven't got it yet. I really want it, but it's apparently being shipped to me from Guam, and I checked the shipping. I checked the shipping updates earlier today, and it has not been updated in 3 days, 14 hours. So
Oh no.
it just says in transit to next location. So it'll probably be in transit to next location until the end of time. But yeah.
Well, that works.
The bundle I got comes with Pocket Neo Turf Masters though, so
Ooh,
there's
that's
that.
cool. Ah, yes. Neo Turf Masters.
On the Gween.
On the Queen, baby!
On the Gween.
Yeah, see? On the Queen. Look at that noise. Perfect.
Yeah, I got it has 5 games. It's trying to remember it all. There's a Samurai Showdown. It's a Fatal Fury, like one of the Fatal Furies for the Neo Geo Pocket. One of the King of Fighters for Neo Geo Pocket. Neo Turf Masters and Metal Slug First Mission. So it's like a decent little bundle of games. So I wanted to grab it.
Not bad, not bad. It's definitely not bad
And
at
it
all.
has a clicky thumbstick, unlike a certain other miniature Neo Geo we've talked about before.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Not enough. Anyways. Oh, man.
I'm working on it.
You know.
Nice. All right. I think with that, we'll probably take a short break.
Yep.
I guess.
I'm gonna go pee.
All right. We'll see you all in a
John,
minute.
take me with you.
Let my dog pee too. Dog,
Nice.
let's go pee.
I already did it in the house.
We're keeping that in.
Dog.
We're still keeping this in.
And then,
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. There's a picture of Naruto getting a BJ in our Discord.
Where?
Welcome back.
I didn't post
Welcome
that.
back. Welcome
wait,
back.
that's not Sasuke.
Impressive.
That's not Sasuke.
Yeah, we all know she doesn't touch anything unless it's Sasuke.
That's
No,
right.
I meant Naruto and Sasuke.
That's just so
Never mind.
Oh gosh. Anyway, welcome back, everybody.
Where is it?
So,
Where is it? Lightning blade. All right.
Rasengan.
Basically, it's gonna be.
So, anyway, what me and John realized we forgot to talk about is Super Mario Party.
Hell,
Hell.
absolute hell.
John, what is your opinion of Super Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch game console?
I was friends with Cody. I want everyone to know that. I was friends with him for many, many years until that day. Okay.
Yep. It was not good. I have a very. I'm gonna post it in the Discord here for added effects, so you all can see the visual. I have a wonderful picture that I took of John after he lost a star in last place.
Last place. Okay,
Last place.
Now everybody.
Wait, so he was already losing?
Yeah.
He
So
was- he
everyone.
was-
Basically,
I want to
you
say.
guys-
I want to say we had at least 3 stars minimum for the rest of us, and John had 1 or 2, and he lost.
most Mario Party games, you
Just
know,
just look at the picture on this. Look at
I
this
was,
man's
I
face.
was, my soul was taken from
Are
me.
you
so-
flipping them off in that picture, Cody?
I
Yeah, I
hope
am.
so. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
hope so. Like behind the camera, he's just
Oh, yeah.
got the
Yeah.
bird going.
Yup.
And John's like, really?
That's for you, baby. That's what you want.
Now, yes, after many games, like 3 or whatever the hell it is, 2, we have a good Mario Party game. You know, we move around the board and get stars.
It's more like
Simple.
4 or 5, dude. Like it's been a long time.
I'm not riding in a
Mario
car.
Party is finally back.
Good. It is very good.
The one minor complaint I have with it is that the 4-player free-for-all mode has 4 boards. I hope they add more as DLC.
Yeah, that's not usually typical for
the mini games are
top notch.
maybe the best mini games Mario Party has ever had since Mario Party 2. Like they're really fucking good. I have not played a mini game that I disliked.
And there's 80 of them.
There's 80
absolutely loaded of them. And, you know, it's not just the boards like Cody had mentioned. There's other different modes like River. Was it River or something?
So John, I wanted to mention this to you also because earlier this week when I was playing with Bethany, there's a the partner mode, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize this, but it changes the whole board. Like for each of the 4 boards, you go from like actual like a traditional Mario Party board to like one that's like a grid.
Oh,
so like you move all around on this grid, and like you work with the person that's on your team, and if you both can land on the star space in the same turn, you get 2 stars for your team. So like it's really cool. It's got different items. It's got different like layouts to the boards. Like so, next time we play, we'll have to play that.
They've added a lot of little things, and it's like as simple as every character has their own dice block, and the game, like you said, was a smaller board.
Donkey Kong is playable again.
Donkey Kong's playable. It hasn't been like that for a while.
You can play as Monty Mole, who is my dude.
Why would you?
Because he's fucking cute. And he slaps his belly when he moves around.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, shit.
But I would highly recommend if you guys are Mario Party fans out there.
Right, but if you have no friends, don't buy it. Because the online minigames are booty.
You only
it's not even hot booty. It's ugly booty.
Can't play any boards online, and you can only play 10 minigames.
So if you have no IRL friends, I'm sorry.
Don't buy Super Mario Party.
Well, you can invite hookers over. I've done that. Okay, they pay for the hour, but the Mario Party games take longer.
That's a very expensive game of Mario Party.
How much do I gotta pay you to do anything? Take this Joy-Con. We're playing Mario Party.
Take your damn clothes off and play this game.
Take your damn clothes off.
John, how are you supposed to play if you're watching her be naked?
She's watching her be me naked.
Excuse me?
No, that makes sense. It doesn't. Just keep going.
Keep going.
Any Switch owners that have recently enjoyed a Mario Party game in the last few years, don't buy it because the recent ones were bad. But if you're an old school Mario Party fan, you will love Super Mario Party. And it absolutely fills my heart with joy to say that Mario Party is back. So
I don't know if that's true.
Now, if we could just get Nintendo to fucking do the same thing with Paper Mario.
So can I add a little bit of a note to this? Like, since Mario Party is quote unquote back, a la Cody or whatever. I was watching a video and it had something to do with like Metroid, and it was brought to my attention that if Metroid Prime 4 fails, that's gonna be it, dude. Like, it's gonna be like F-Zero all over again. Like, we're not gonna see another Metroid game.
Hold on. But didn't Federation Force fail?
Right, but that's bullshit.
awkward.
We knew that was gonna fail. But if Prime fails, not some spin-off. That's it, dude.
Yeah.
But you could say that about the last Star Fox game, for example. And now we have it in.
Now we kind of have a Star Fox game. But like Nintendo really didn't do that themselves.
They
that was
threw
Wii
into
U.
another space.
I think you could blame the Wii U.
Really?
Like honestly, because if it wasn't on the Wii U, it wouldn't have that control scheme.
Right.
So
yeah.
Maybe you guys.
I like that game. I don't know why you guys.
You bought a Wii U for it. I know.
Exactly.
The game is good. It is very, very hampered by its controls.
I tried to do something different.
Yeah, that's what I played. Yeah, that's what I got out of it.
Like other than that, like if the game had more traditional control scheme, then I probably would like it. It looks good. It plays like Star Fox. It's that part's good. But then they just stuff like the gimmicky crap in there with the gamepad, and it just
fly
doesn't
around, look at the sky.
doesn't work the way I would like it to. So, but yeah, Metroid Prime 4. I'm still a little like.
I'm happy about it. I got a logo.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's concerning because like it's one of those things that Nintendo's like, hey, this game exists. Here's the logo.
Animal Crossing.
The thing about it though
else.
is it wasn't. It's not like some like Star Fox Zero or some new thing. It's Prime 4. It's Metroid Prime.
It's
Right.
standard.
4. After they went, it's like when has Nintendo done that? They went back. Like after Other M, they were like, oh hey, we should do the Prime series again.
A good game.
Yep.
Right. So
Well, Federation Force then a good game.
I don't. Well, we had another good game. I think the only reason we're getting Prime 4 is because the remake of the Game Boy one did well. That was seriously.
Samus
I
Samus Returns.
From that game is online fighting other Metroid people.
Dude,
okay?
yeah,
I love Metroid 2.
They should bring back Prime multiplayer.
That was so much fun.
That was
It
my
was
number one.
hilarious.
That was my number one disappointment with Metroid Prime 3 is that it didn't have any multiplayer.
It didn't have that, but GameCube times were perfect for that. Oh my!
And it's like it's not even like inherently it's not even that good, right? Like
No.
it's okay, but
Yeah.
it's so much fun for some fucking reason.
It was great times.
Yeah, well, it was just hilarious because whenever you get in that cannon, like anybody that was trying to get in it too would just die.
Yeah, dude, the
So it just
cannon
it became
level.
a race for the cannon. That
Race
was
for the
it.
cannon, yeah.
Anytime it was on that level.
That fucking cannon is like the equivalent of using Odd Job. Like it's just fucking
Knife fire, dog. But yeah,
Night Fire, like Odd Job.
and GameCube games. Damn. All right.
Dude, the
So,
GameCube. Shoutouts to the GameCube for all of its great multiplayer games.
Absolutely.
there you go.
Absolutely.
Like Pikmin.
Like Pikmin, everyone's favorite multiplayer game.
I got the
Pikmin,
players
look,
Pikmin.
there's like 100 Pikmin there. Look at all the players.
Look at all the friends I have. Just none.
That one's named Jimmy. No, Jimmy, don't
No,
die.
Pikmin 2 had multiplayer, and I'd always try to get Joe to play it.
No,
Can you name?
No, I can't.
that would be fucked.
hilarious.
That would be fucked.
That'd be horrifying. No.
Yeah, like oof. Yeah, they had a multiplayer in Pikmin 3 also, but Pikmin's multiplayer has never been good. Let's be honest.
There was
I
one
liked
time.
it.
No. Well, it wasn't actually a full Pikmin game. It was the game that they showed on the Wii U. It was the
in Nintendo Land?
Nintendo Land. That little mini game was actually kind of fun with the Pikmin.
Dude, Nintendo Land got like shit on, but Nintendo Land was really fun. That was a
Had
great
a lot of
Wii U
little
game.
there was an F-Zero game on there.
Yep.
But
F-Zero.
oh,
F-Zero.
Robots in disguise.
Speaking of,
I never want to play that game again after I went over to your house, Baco, and you bodied me and Cody. Just like,
In what?
you guys bombed us.
F-Zero X, I think he's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd been playing that for a while.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I always play
I
GX,
never-
so like.
You sucker! You're
yeah.
like, I've never
Right.
played this game. Little do they know.
Right.
Speaking of like that Smash music track though, can we talk about how there's like fucking been no Smash news for like the past like fucking 3 weeks? Like I'm
How
kind
did
of
that get leaked? Did you see that? I posted it. Like it was up online for like
Well,
a
I'm wondering
second.
if we're gonna see a direct soon.
Wait,
if
what
that's what
got
that
leaked?
means.
The full theme got
Oh,
leaked
the theme
last
song.
night.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked either, but I did listen to it.
It's about the same. It's a little low T and it got the guitar, which is really cool.
Yeah, so there's like a video where like someone points out there's like a couple little parts where it like references the Melee theme and the 64 theme in there.
that's
so
cool.
It does.
But not balls.
Brings me joy.
Yeah, I don't think there was
51 more days, my
mentioned.
boys, and then you're
Yeah.
gonna get your ass beaten, smashed.
I think it's technically
Oh, yeah,
50 at
yeah.
this point. Time
Yeah,
Wizard's not in here, so
Yeah, right.
No,
he
it's
hasn't
not.
updated it.
It's 51 today. What you talking about, Willis?
I don't know, man. All I know is I really want to play that game, but
Oh
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna play. Oh yes, dude.
Oh,
I'm
you're
playing
never
again.
gonna play it. You don't
we're,
have a Switch.
we're never gonna play any other games.
I
we're
mean,
just gonna.
Cody, you don't have a job, so
Yeah.
I
I can go pro.
I can
Yeah, dude.
finally get my free.
Tournaments.
hey, hooker, come on over.
I'm sorry, but I'm kind of envious at this point. When Smash comes out, I'm gonna be unblinking and shit.
Is that like a
Dude, I'm gonna probably have another job by then.
a reward system with your local hooker, John?
Yeah, dog.
You bet your ass I'm making sure to get
Buy
day
her
one off
5
though.
times and you get the
Wait,
6th
what
one
was
for
that?
free.
You bet your ass I'm making sure to get the day one off for Smash though. Like at least the
hell
first
yeah.
couple days.
First day off, what?
So you get addicted.
You should just quit that day.
If I can't get these days off, I'm sorry, but I can't work here.
Can't work here. Same with the con.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do we got
Yeah.
next on our
Next on the agenda is the Mirco Minute, which
Which
is
a little
going to
different
be
this week.
yes, going to be spun up. John, would you like to explain to the viewers how the Mirco Minute is going to operate this week?
So I wanted to spice things up, and I want my fellow, voice co-eds here to give it a shot. Yeah, give it
My
a
voice
Sexy co-eds, hear you.
You know what I mean?
My coaxial RF port.
Yeah. So I want them to give a shot at this, and I'm going to give them a topic. And this week, Jason volunteered, and for a minute, he's going to give us his take on whatever the hell I, give him here. So
John decides the topic each week for this Mirco Minute.
Right.
It just won't strictly be limited to John anymore.
I
It'll
think
be
that's
John's segment, and it'll have John's own flavor, but we will all contribute.
Oh,
Right,
oh.
and just so everybody knows, it's completely improv. So I don't know
Jason
the topic.
Jason has no
I have
idea what
no
John is going
idea.
to give him. So,
Right.
So I'm gonna
John.
I'm gonna private message Jason over here the topic, and
we don't get to hear it beforehand.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Would you
unless
like
it's
to
gonna
hear-
be like charades and they have to guess. I don't know what it is.
Actually, that's beautiful. Do that.
All right,
That's
I'm
beautiful.
gonna paste it to you, Jason, and
All right,
you give it a go here.
Okay.
Jason, when you're ready, let me know. I can give you a countdown.
What? How the fuck do I even do
Here
that?
we go.
How do I? Oh my gosh.
Jason, are you ready?
What? I guess.
Give a glance at it first, and give a little idea so you can,
Okay.
you're not blind for a minute here.
This sounds incredible already.
He's like, how
I'm
the fuck do
excited.
I do this?
I'm excited.
You gotta play
Throw your own flavor in there, Jason. Add what you need.
I'm not gonna read it word for word. I mean,
No.
No.
You don't even have to read it. Just summarize if you need
All right,
to.
Jason.
And then
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John.
Wait, John?
That's how it starts.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
So 5, 4,
4, 3,
3, 2,
John.
1. John.
John. Okay. So I guess now you can. How do I say this without just saying it? I go to college and I take some pretty decent classes, but I guess now there's a class that you can create something that is very similar to or of a company that's very similar to John. Wait, I can't use his last name. Can I use his last name? No, dang it! Why the hell am I the only... Okay, so I don't know how to fucking. So you can use. Never mind. I don't know how to describe this without describing it.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm just gonna wait out the rest of this.
And that's 60 seconds.
Sweet.
Well, that was a complete and utter fucking train wreck.
It was.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to describe
you
this without describing
should
it.
have went like that. Delicious.
So, Baco, we're gonna go down our list and we're gonna provide our guesses as to what the real topic was. Baco, you go first. What's your guess? What was Jason talking about?
Oh, you're talking about something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys actually have
to me.
inside. You guys have inside knowledge, so you might be able to get it.
What do you mean we haven't? I don't see anything posted.
I didn't post it anywhere, but yeah.
No, because I gave a hint, but like they wouldn't get it because
You
they
go
don't
to college,
Yeah.
and that John is
It's
a
a
person.
class. No.
No, it's a class.
I said something
It's a
something has to do
class?
with his last name.
Yeah, he did.
Like
I
you
was
can
dying.
make
That was
something
funny
that
as
is Yeah,
Why
that
would
is
you not
Bruce's
be
last
able to
name.
use his last name in a segment called the Mirco Minute?
I
Literally his last name. Mirco it's John Mirco.
Oh, this is so good. It's so good.
My
Keep
man.
Well,
going.
the
Keep going.
audience
Keep going.
knows that now, Cody. Thanks.
Oh, man.
yeah, now they know.
Now John's gonna get a fresh turd in the mail.
Yeah, buddy. I live at.
How many of them are there?
Jason, what's your address again?
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
Baco, did you have a guess?
Is it like Micro Machines or something like that?
No.
Here.
No, John, don't give any
What's
hints.
your guess?
Yeah.
Is it economics?
Oh my gosh.
Well, yes.
Oh my gosh. How is that close?
Is it microeconomics?
No. It's
No.
You know.
I'll give him. I'll give him something without actually giving him something.
Microscope.
Okay.
Students in
Micro
England
penis?
No.
Students in England?
will
It's
learn how to make
similar
the
to his
perfect
last name.
part of a new degree.
What the fuck?
University has teamed up with the.
Okay. You can
What the
make
fuck
it.
is it?
What is it?
Oh
You can
my
make
God.
it.
It's like I
can make it.
I'll tell you what I think this is. A
Yeah,
giant turd.
please. Ah, you're close. You're
He's really
close.
close. It's an easy class.
Oh my god, just
You
tell
can
me.
make something. A company produces these that is it's got a similar name to John's last name.
Candidates won't just be topping flatbread with tomato sauce and cheese
I
before
don't even know
slamming
if
into
this
the oven. There's your hint.
There you go. Yeah. You can go to college to make pizzas.
Micro pizza? What
Marco's Pizza.
Marco's Pizza, you fucking idiot!
That's stupid.
Oh my
That's
God.
dumb.
It was college?
Yeah. Yes.
No. You can go to college.
The article is from Huffington Post. I'm looking at it now. It
Yes,
says,
you
yes, you can now
study
study
pizza at college.
That's what I gave him, and he's just.
That's what I got.
Gee,
That's
that was
fine.
That's what you told us?
Alright, the whole charade
It's
thing.
a really easy class that
actually
kind
turned
of has
out
to
great.
do with John's last name.
It actually turned out
No,
great.
there's
in
a
England.
company that can produce them.
Oh my god.
That was great. Thank you. I told you I could spice things up.
Thank God Jason went first. I don't have much to worry about next time.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh man! All right, Baco, that's gonna be doing in a couple
Baco,
weeks.
do you
I'm
have
okay
a
with it.
segment prepared for us this week? Do you have a Baco and Pals?
Kinda, yeah, I got some.
I'm going to
Alright.
hand it over to you. Go ahead and guide us through Baco and Pals.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask you guys, what game did you buy solely because you thought the girl on the cover was cute?
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem, there's one.
Wait, which Fire Emblem? The first one? Like, Lynn?
Yeah, like the first one on Game Boy back in
Okay, yeah, Lynn.
whenever it came out.
Nice.
Like, yep.
I mean, like, I bought Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball 3. I had to import that. And I was like, oh, yeah.
I can see why you bought that game.
Yeah,
was
there's
an
some
idiot.
good-looking girls on
How much did
here.
you pay for that, Baco? I just want to, throw that out there.
It's like 60 or 70 bucks.
Yeah, like $70, $80.
Was it 70? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Either
no,
way,
you bought
yeah.
it when it was expensive.
Yeah, and let me point out that it was a complete waste of money because I'm sitting there and I'm like, this game is the worst shit. I can't even, it's not even 2-player. A volleyball game that's 1 player.
Dumbass.
Shut up. I was using the wrong brain. Yeah,
Well, you know-
one up top, one below.
You know, Baco, at a young age, I really liked Bob from Tekken. So I went out and I
Oh my
purchased, yeah.
I actually sold that.
John posted
John-
John, every time I go to, what's that game called?
Senran Kagura.
Every
Big-
time I go to
big
Disc
booby
Traders or go on Amazon, that pops up and I think about it every time.
Is it good?
What? Hentai?
What is
Is it? Is that what it is?
It's not really a hentai game, but it's just.
I would have bought it.
Oh,
It's
never mind. I'm out.
It's just chicks with massive jugs.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's like I don't even know how it plays. But
Did you buy the Splash one, John? The one with like the super soakers and stuff? 'Cause that was
oh my god,
that's
that, is the
amazing.
most, that sounds like the most fucking degenerate thing
Have
I've
you
ever
ever
heard.
It's like Splatoon, but better.
Is it really?
For sure.
Is it
Rated M,
multiplayer?
it has to
If
be
you know
true.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's the only game that actually has the white color. So,
The white color.
unlike Splatoon.
You want to
Oh.
know my answer?
Yeah.
Bayonetta.
Oh no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Bayonetta.
You
There
bought
you
it because she's got tits? Ass?
Yeah, so you guys all got good games. I got
No.
a bad one.
Now there's a little game for the GameCube
What, Miss Pac-Man?
called yeah,
She's a hug.
called F-Zero GX.
You see how many dots she can eat?
Yeah, she I got.
F-Zero GX. That little cutie Captain Falcon on the cover.
Yeah, that bowl is hot.
Fucking nipples hard as fucking
I
diamonds.
love Cat Falcon. Cut the
That's
big
what
it.
it is.
Carve up the ice in those
Gonna
nipples.
fucking carve up fucking ice sculpture, dude.
Represent Bass Ocean.
Fucking once you gotta fucking watch out because now the ice climbers are back in Smash. If Falcon like gets in there with his nipples, like it's gonna be done. Like that's a 0-100 matchup.
Exactly.
Did you just give him the nipple spike?
The nipple spike, the tee off spike.
T.O. Sweet.
Shout out to, shout out to making up
Spike.
shout out to making up words for or move names that don't exist. So
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
it's a thing. It happened. I saw John do it one time.
I do it every time.
He does.
alrighty, so that's which games we bought with cute girls.
Wait, I gotta say one more.
Yes, yes.
It was like
Baco?
it was like pin number 03 or something. It was I think it's a Capcom
Oh,
game.
Piano 3, yeah.
Yeah, and
It's like project number 3 or whatever.
yeah, I bought it for the GameCube when I didn't have no money. And I was like,
Yeah, now you got money.
this looks good. It's got a hot girl on the cover. It's Capcom. What could go wrong? Well, it's like a shooter, and you can't walk around. You gotta hold down a button or something to you jump to different spots and shoot.
I've been dealing with that since I was little, Baco, when I bought Oni from the
It's almost
PS2.
like a rail shooter that you move
Fuck.
your rail
I
on.
kind of like Oni. Like I kind of
Oh
like it.
my gosh.
I hate the
Okay, wait a
control
minute.
style. No, I
Yeah.
hate the control scheme, but I actually kind of like the game.
I do. I tried to get far on it, but I was young and
Real
stupid.
talk though,
Now I'm old and stupid.
Onimusha,
Oh, it's good. That game is really good.
Onimusha?
Onimusha? Yeah, aren't they?
Yeah.
Didn't I hear they're like remastering one coming out?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
that
They
game's
are indeed.
awesome.
It's still good
I know.
today. I played it like recently. It's still really good. Like you know, how
Yeah.
some games you go back to and they're like just not as good as they used to be. That game is still really good.
Right. Oh
Very
man.
cool.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So,
Hey.
to round out our podcast for the week, I'm going to lead us off in a session of eBay. The price is right.
I have
boy.
played.
I'm gonna win again. What do I win this time, Cody?
Yeah. What
This
did
is
you win?
that.
This week's grand prize:
Mm-hmm.
one peanut shell that was on my floor.
Can I get your
Whoa.
Musha cart?
Yeah. Can I get his nutshell?
Wait, no,
Wait,
Cody. I
That's
want
probably
you.
from my house,
I
isn't
want
it?
you
Wait a
to, you know, the putty that's stuck to your floor that's like cemented.
Oh, yeah,
I
dude,
need
the-
you to
the
scrape
silly
that
putty.
off. I
And
need
eat
you
it.
to get that off and give it to me.
Scrape
I
off.
want that.
You should use your mom's spot shot. See if you can get it.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
No one's attempted to remove this putty in years.
What? Your mom?
It's
Yeah. Your mom showed
It
me.
is fused, like at an like
It
atomic
is,
level.
it is straight up
To
fused
its
on it. Yeah, like no,
like
yeah.
to the cement that's under the carpet.
That's
Yep.
beautiful. All right, Cody, give us some eBay. What do we do? I've never played this game.
So,
I wanna know.
John, you're familiar with the prices, right? Of course.
Yeah.
I have located some eBay items, or I will be locating because I've got a
Oh,
couple,
yeah.
but we'll find some more too.
Okay, Daddy.
And we are going to go down the line, starting with Baco,
Mostly.
and,
What? Oh yeah.
and we are going to guess what this item sold for on eBay, and whoever is the closest without going over will get a point. I'm going to go ahead and set up 5 items today, so whoever gets the most points out of 5 will be the victor.
Can I spin the wheel?
Start.
Yes.
Can I flip or flop?
No, you can flip flop.
Yes.
So, the first one I have This is a limited edition launch version of Shin Megami Tensei 4 for the Nintendo 3DS. The first one, just Shin Megami Tensei 4, not whatever the little sequel they made was.
Wait. Oh, so the launch version, like with
yes,
the big
this
box
is
and
the,
stuff?
this
Does
is
it
the
come with
launch limited
everything,
edition.
and what condition is it in?
It comes with everything. It is like new. It is not brand new.
Okay.
It has the soundtrack, the art book, the box, the cartridge.
This is actually kind of tough.
What color is it? How much does it weigh? What store is it from?
No, it's
I'm guessing
eBay.
90.
I don't care. I want to know.
Baco, do you have a guess?
About what?
Oh my god, really?
SMT4.
It is Shin Megami Tensei 4 for the Nintendo 3DS, the limited edition.
Oh, I don't know. It's $69.
$69. John, do you have a guess?
53.24.
$53.24. Jason, do you have a guess?
I'm gonna say 45.
45. And
Yeah.
Keel,
You guess?
I guess 90.
90.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
So he's got
Probably.
the higher end.
Jason is the victor in this case. It actually sold for
40.
$19.99.
Oh wow, really? With
Are you
everything?
shitting me? Oh
Holy
my gosh.
shit, dude!
You
It
didn't
is.
tell me that you
I,
the seller's
I bought mine for like 20, and
That's
but I didn't have
gold.
the soundtrack.
What's the
in it?
seller's name? I'm gonna kick his ass.
It's
Oh,
Small,
3DS.
Small Jessica.
Yeah,
Scroll
small
down.
asshole.
Oh,
What?
dear.
What about the one that's Shin Megami Tensei 4 limited collector edition to Xbox? Nintendo, free shipping, $80.
Oh,
That one.
are you fucking looking this shit up? That's not right. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
it's right there.
I literally
Oh.
posted it.
oh, never mind. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, sorry,
well,
John.
don't you think I would have got it exact, you asshole?
I thought you went to eBay and were looking it up.
I haven't touched my computer
That's
until you
a-
click the link.
Okay.
All right, next product. Let's go. I'm ready.
The next
Alright.
product is...
Make sure it's not a video game. Give me like a broom. I'm good at that.
We'll get to that. I got some video game ones.
Lighting fixtures. I am a god at those.
I know that's right.
Jason's a cheater. He works at Menards. All right.
This is a complete inbox copy of Strider for the Sega Genesis.
Oh shit! I don't
First
know.
print run or
69.
second?
$69.
$69. John,
No,
do you have a guess?
$420. I changed my mind.
What are the items?
Nice memes. It is a complete inbox copy of Strider for the Sega Genesis.
78.24.
Wait, I changed my mind. I want to be $79 again. Or $69.
You can't change your mind.
No, it's too late. I already did.
69. 69. John said 60 something.
No, I said 78.24.
78.24.
Shit, no, I
Jason.
won't have to change it back.
Oh my fucking no.
No, you're banned. All right. Cool.
Jason, what is your guess?
Fuck. I've never I don't know Genesis games. It's complete in box.
Yes.
Complete inbox.
Genesis games are they're not as valuable. I'm gonna say, man, fuck. John said
Ooh.
74, right?
I said 78. Yeah.
Oh wow, damn. Oh, you guys really got your base covered here. I'm gonna say 90. That's high. I'm gonna say 90.
$90.
All right.
Keel, what is your
Keel, what do you got?
guess?
What do you got?
4250.
42.50.
Oh,
42.50.
shit.
All right.
He's
All
got
right.
the
And the
low.
actual retail price.
The actual eBay price is $27. Keel
Oh
gets
my
1
god.
point.
Are you kidding me? God damn it! All right. Give me another one.
So the score is
John, you had it.
Jason
No.
1, Keel 1.
Okay.
I'm feeling it now.
Can you feel it now, Mr.
Fucking Bob
Krabs?
Barker, the price is wrong, asshole. All right.
Thank you, Adam Sandler.
No problem.
This is
Shut up. That's my
Hey.
Adam Sandler.
complete
Impression.
inbox copy of Doom 2 for the Game Boy Advance.
Boo.
The box has some stickers on the front and is in slightly worn condition.
Do I have to go first?
Yes.
What's the flavor value?
The flavor value is 2 lemon.
Nice.
How much recommendations does this guy? How many stars he's got?
715 and with 99% positive feedback. 99.7.
$11.05, Bob.
John says $11.05.
I'm gonna say $160.
160 from
What the
Baco.
fuck?
Jason, do you have a guess? Doom 2 for the Game Boy Advance.
Box.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Complete in box.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say 60.
$60. Keel.
37.
I won.
37.
I won.
It sold for $89.99.
Are you kidding me? Why didn't I buy that?
$10.
Are you kidding me? What asshole would pay fucking $80 for
Cody,
a
when are we gonna talk about Spy Kids Game Over?
Quit giving me box stuff. I knew if I went high twice in a row, went low, I'd lose.
Who actually won that? I don't know.
I think I did. I said
I think
60.
Jason did.
Jason won.
It's $20 off.
All right. I can still
This
win
next item
Without
is
going over.
a 2 DVD collector's set of Spy Kids 3D Game Over.
Yes!
Oh my
Finally!
gosh.
Wow.
What do I
No.
do? It's complete?
No 3D glasses are included.
$7.99, Bob!
Is it the game or the movie?
Wait, no, sorry. In the description, it says 2 DVDs and 3 pairs of 3D glasses.
Oh
are
shit! You know that.
Oh
You know
my
that
God.
raises the value.
It's the movie or the game?
It is a
The
2
movie.
DVD collector's series set of the movie with 3 pairs of 3D glasses.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait, I
What do
gotta change
even-
my...
This is weird.
$8.99!
John says $15.99.
Is it factory sealed?
I'm
No,
gonna go.
it is not.
I'm gonna go $9.99, Bob.
$9.99 from Baco.
Okay? Yeah?
Jason.
Damn it.
Come on, Spy Kids!
Fuck. 17. 17.
Why would you pay that
$17.
much?
I don't know.
Keel, do you have a guess?
I'll go with 45.
What Spy Kid fan are you, asshole?
Wait, how much
Oh
did you
my
guys
god! Someone paid $45 for a hooker! And you're saying
For $2.99, you stupid fucks!
yes, I win!
I'm pretty sure you did.
No, he went over, didn't he?
Oh fuck! I haven't been doing that. I forgot about
Wait, you
that.
can go over?
Yeah, if you go
Yeah.
over, you
Oh,
lose.
shit, give me half a point.
Dumbass.
Well, that fucks up all the scores. So, fuck.
No, just don't do it this time. We'll do
Just
it
don't
next
do it.
time.
Yeah, we'll do it next week. Sorry,
Alright,
I'm a
alright.
bad Price is Right host.
Fuck you, Bob.
I think that means Jason, Keel, John.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Jason has 2.
I have 2.
Keel has 1, and John has 1.
All right.
Zero.
First to 3. First to 3. Give me 3.
Didn't even get the Game Boy Advance game.
Listen, had I known that would sell for $80, I would have bought it years ago.
You're an idiot. All right. Give me a question. Got it.
This is. I have the final offer.
Final. How am I going to beat Jason?
If there's a
You
tie,
can
I'll
tie.
beat
You better do
Double or
it.
nothing.
Yeah.
Don't answer
This
if you don't want
is-
to lose it all.
a greatest hits copy of Crash Team Racing for the PlayStation 1.
Baco knows
Oh my
this.
gosh.
Complete
That
in
phone, Joe.
box. It is greatest hits. I would like to remind you, the green
box.
PS1 game.
Aren't all PS1 games usually in their box? It's a case, isn't it?
Not all of them.
It's a case, though, isn't it?
Yes, it's a case.
They have the manual.
It has a case, manual, and game, and all the inserts.
Okay.
I'll give you an insert.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's too small. All right. $12.99, Bob.
You out.
Yeah.
John says $12.99. Baco, what is your guess?
I will bet $3.99.
$3.99. Jason, what is your guess?
Wow. There. I'm gonna say $20, Cody.
$20. And
Is it-
Keel,
$15.50.
$15.50.
Damn it.
I would like to extend a handshake to John Mirco
What did you say?
Yeah.
because he said $12.99, and that is right on the money. $12.99.
I did the fucking
He
yeah.
cheated.
No, I did not.
Hold
I
your
didn't.
browser.
I didn't.
All right, this last
John
one.
knows, okay?
This
He
last
knows.
one will be
My
just
favorite
for,
game.
it will be just for John and Jason to.
Oh, yeah.
I want to play.
You suck.
You can still guess if you want. You can still guess if you want, Baco.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right, I'm loading one up here. I gotta get a good one. Here we go. Sold today. A complete new in-box gold Mario amiibo.
Oh shit. I'm gonna say
What's an
$100.
Brand new in-box.
$100.
Jason
89
says
cents, Bob.
$100. John, do you have a
I'm gonna say $99, Bob.
Oh
Let's say
shit.
89 cents, Bob.
Damn it.
And Keel?
Wait, Keel's in here?
Would you like to guess?
80.
80. It was $32.99.
Oh
I win.
shit. That went down.
I win. I didn't go over.
What'd you
It
say?
did go down quite a bit.
I thought it was up there in like the
down a
60s
lot.
and 70s.
They were expensive for a second there.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. So,
Well,
since everything's made up here and the points don't matter, I'm going to declare this week's winner as Jason. Congratulations, Jason.
bullshit!
Awesome!
That's ass!
Yes.
You better get him that damn putty. Anywho.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
go
guys.
I'll be scraping silly putts off the floor if anyone.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to our amazing
There
Wait,
at the
wait.
end.
Can I tell a
Wait,
joke
Keel-
real quick?
Oh,
Keel,
we got an ending
Keel,
joke
play us
here.
out with a joke.
All right. Knock, knock.
Yeah, who's
Who's
there? Bitch.
Depression.
Yeah, it's me. Got it.
Well, this shit got way too real quick.
No.
It's me at the door. Can I have a job?
Oh no.
You can work at Mirco's Pizza.
Fuck yeah, dude! I can teach Brits how to make pizza.
But in all seriousness, thank you guys for tuning in.
What was the punchline?
Oh, you were
That
supposed
was
to
it.
Depression who, and I said me. That's it.
Aw.
You already
That
knew
is so
that.
funny. $44 an hour getting paid out depressed.
Yeah,
All right.
now.
Well, once again, thank you all for tuning in to the Very Beyond Gamecast. Thank you again to Emoto Slayer, I think his name was, for posting a review on iTunes. If anyone else has some questions they'd like to submit, send them our way on Twitter at VB Gamecast or post them in the iTunes reviews, just like he did. And I'll see if we can get some more. So
I only listen on Spotify, but it's not up there.
Spotify still is not there. So what the fuck ever. We are live on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Facebook and Twitter at VB Gamecast.
And SoundCloud.
And
And
Pornhub.
SoundCloud.
All right.
Alrighty.
On YouTube?
Howdy.
Yeah, we are on YouTube.
And Pornhub.
Pornhub.
I'll link you to YouTube.
All right.
We're not quite on Pornhub yet. Maybe next time.
Oh, I'm on there. I'll upload it. Anyways,
All right. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for episode 3, and we will see you next
yeah.
time.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah,
Cody,
give me a second.
I'm gonna need you to animate
Oh, fuck
a piece of bacon. It's gonna be
Sizzling.
going from the top
In-
right hand
in
corner. It's gonna have
audio.
a ruined skimmy. The bacon
Yeah.
is gonna have a ruined skimmy going from the top right of the
In-
screen to
in
the bottom
audio.
left of the screen
Also, this is all audio.
in audio. Thanks, Cody.